In a Petersonian sense, those who participate in speedrunning are only interested in doing it fast, rather than doing it right. With the words of the prophet spoken, I seek to make him proud. His concern lies with the juxtaposition of doing it fast and doing it right, when in reality, both can be done simultaneously. Ladies and gentlemen, I present to you the Speedrun. Let me give you a rundown of what a speedrun is. There are 5 basic rules. 1. You must be playing a game you do not know and have not previously watched. 2. Perform 3 tricks / time saves before finishing the run. This can vary. 3. Learn and share 1 fact about the game during the run. 4. You have 1 chance to complete the run. And for the 5th and final rule, time begins on game start or player control is given, whatever is more appropriate. There will be a full text version in the description if you are interested in more in-depth rules. Some important notes that I should mention: you are allowed to use external resources, such as the internet, but you must be doing this independently. If you are using the internet to find information on the speedrun, you have to capture it within the recording. With the rules out of the way, let me tell you what game we're going to play. The game I chose to attempt this concept was a cute little game called Toree 3D, a bite-sized 3D platformer with a late 90s low-poly aesthetic. I used speedrun.com to determine what type of run I was going to do. Any percent is the GOAT of doing anything and everything within the game to get it done quickly. I start the speedrun by immediately going to Google. And I'm doing this with the purpose that I want to find the world record speedrun for the game so then I can learn how to do the game quickly. Now remember, the rules of this little thing I created say that I have to learn 3 tricks. So I'm trying to look, well, right now you can see I'm having issues trying to find it because I'm not really much of a speedrunner by trade or anything. So I kind of get stuck and I don't know where I'm going. I accidentally clicked the guy's profile. But we eventually make it to the actual video. What I'm trying to learn is any tricks I can do to get to my 3-trick counter requirement. So right away I put the video on 2 times speed so I didn't have to sit there as long. And the first thing I find pretty quickly into this run is this momentum fan glitch thing. As you can see, it gives you an absolute ton of momentum. So I figure that's the first thing I'm going to try to do. I'm going to try to get the tricks out of the way as soon as possible. So I hop into the game. I have absolutely no idea what's going on or how the level selection works. But I end up on the right level and quickly find out that it's shift to sprint. And I'm just trying to do this as quickly as possible. I end up messing this up. I was just trying to do the thing the person in the video did, but I was unsuccessful. I also tried to see if there was a Goomba stomp mechanic with that enemy, but there didn't seem to be. So we're coming up onto the vent now. You'll see in this video that I do speed it up because I do take a very long time to learn the trick, or at least successfully achieve the trick. And I mean, I'm keeping it slow enough so where you could actually see that I am learning it, and I'm not like skipping ahead or anything like that. But it did take me a really long time. So the subsequent tricks later in the run definitely got shorter, but since this is like the very first one, I had the toughest time achieving it. And that was mostly due to a combination of just the timing, pretty specific timing. to successfully like get across. My cat actually got in my way at one point, and I thought I was pretty close to having it. So yeah, enjoy that. My cat is in the way. I cannot see. Get out of the way, Pipies. Pipies, please. Pipies, I literally cannot see with you here. Please move. Pipies, you need to move. Oh boy, I fucked up. Dude, get out of the way! Go! Ruined by trick. Pipey's ruining the speedrun. I'd had it for the first time. But right after the cat rudely interrupted my speedrun, I actually did successfully complete the trick. So once I actually successfully got the trick, I didn't exactly know what to do anymore. I was doing it for so long, I forgot. So I just tried to do the course as intended. As it turns out, I didn't do like the full skip, where I didn't go as far as the world record run, but it was good enough to count, I think, for a time save. So that's 1 out of 3, and I needed 2 more. I think I accidentally chose the wrong level. I didn't realize until a little later that on the left side that you could see the level order. But at this point I'm trying to familiarize myself with the next section of the speedrun, and I'm getting a little confused because the levels look so similar. But I eventually realized that the levels are actually 2 different levels. So I quit out and head down to the bottom left one, which is Starry Sky. And again, it's the same trick as the first one, just in a different place. Same idea though. There's also this like creepy star thing. I guess that's like sort of the vibe of this game. It's supposed to like kind of give creepy vibes. So we're gonna see that guy a lot of times for a little bit here, because I keep failing and having to run by him. But as you can see, this is the start of my fail spree. But don't worry, I eventually get through it. So I actually finally got it on this attempt, you know, a few minutes later. I just had to really line myself up and really make sure that I counted for the right amount of time. I think it was like 25 seconds or so of sitting there to get the right amount of momentum and height to get across the gap. So again, I counted this as a time save, and that was going to be 2 out of 3. Now, obviously I set 3 as just a kind of arbitrary number. It didn't really mean anything. I definitely could have done more for the requirement on this run, but again, this was a complete new concept for me, just trying to test and see how it would be. Yeah, but eventually I successfully land. Again, too short. Not exactly where the guy landed in the video. He actually lands all the way at the end of the level, which I don't know how he does that, because I feel like I was basing my timings off of the video, but maybe, you know, it is 2 times speed on the video, so maybe I wasn't paying close enough attention. But this little section is interesting in the speedrun, because you're near this creepy star guy for a while. It actually makes your screen red, like everything around you is red, so are the platforms, so it gets kind of confusing to see where the platforms begin and end. And I almost had it on the first attempt, getting through all that, but I ended up falling because I misjudged it based off of the speed and momentum of my character. And so I do get stuck here for a little bit, but not long enough for me to fast forward through it. So with a little bit of patience, I do get through this section finally. I get scared for a moment, so I look back at the video to see what the heck I'm supposed to do, and a platform appears on the side. So moving on, we go to what will be the third trick of the run, which again is a sort of a fan glitch, but a different sort of fan glitch. You actually get yourself stuck inside fencing and allows you to build momentum that way. I think most of the tricks of the run are pretty much based off of this idea. Again, this will be our third time save, and in that way I could just run through the game normally, which I don't. I don't end up doing that, which you'll see. But I could have done that for a faster time, probably. So it doesn't take me long to like kind of understand and get used to the trick. It's just a matter of like the execution of it. So I successfully complete the level without too much hassle. And we move on to Edge Runner, and this level is pretty much, there's not really any tricks to do. There's just efficient movement. I was very lucky there to get that cheeky little checkpoint grab. Very lucky there as well to land on that little corner. And eventually we finish the level. So I start the new level, and this is kind of where the mechanic of ice is sort of introduced, I think. But we were doing the levels out of order, so we already saw ice and stuff in the other level. And really any super tricks on this, just doing efficient movement, really. And I was doing really good on this first run, this first attempt of this area, but as you'll see in a minute, I end up doing something a little silly, like jumping off, getting scared by the big ball thing, and I end up having a rough time from here. And I lose a lot of time, but that's the beauty of this type of run. I think you can't stop; you have to keep going. And this game was definitely cute and fun, so I didn't mind. I went back to the video just to see what level I should be doing, and I didn't even bother watching the speedrun this time, because I sort of set in my mind at this point that I'm just going to try to do intended strats to end the run. But again, I go back on myself on that at some point, just because it's not fun, you know, just doing the normal thing, you know, and it's an experiment, why not? Just see what happens. Because you never know, you might be missing out on a big trick or something which saves you like doing the entire level. Granted, it probably takes more skill than what you have, so it probably is just faster than doing the level, but I think that's the whole point of this whole thing, is to learn if you want to do a speedrun like after, or like a normal speedrun afterward, you know? You learn sort of the major tricks based off of the speedrun, like you have to watch to learn it. You're at least obligated to learn 3 tricks, so it's a good way to determine if you ever would like to run the game or something. I'm also playing on not full screen, which is pretty apparent sometimes because my mouse will scroll off the thing, which is really annoying, but again, sort of necessary to see me on Google, like actually looking this stuff up. And a little fun fact, first of all, you run faster on ice, momentum-wise, and secondly, your double jump eats your all your air momentum to like sort of like a set point. So that's kind of why I fell back there at this point, trying to bridge the gap and go a little faster. But again, another easier level, not really any tricks to learn. So Edge Runner is just like the other one, where there's not really much tricks you do, just go through it fast sort of thing. So I'll let you guys watch this as well. In Windy Ocean, lots of fans and conveyor belts. I think this is a pretty cool level. It kind of reminds me of Sonic in certain ways, based off of the music. In this level, I mostly do intended struts. I think to myself, how can I get over there without, you know, going through the whole course? But just thinking on the fly, I couldn't think of a way, so I just went the intended way. But I am trying to like use my speedrunning brain, or at least the things I've learned so far. And I'm looking at all these fans, and I'm trying to see if there's anywhere where I can like do a momentum boost or whatever to get over there, without looking at the video, of course. And I neglect to see that there's a checkpoint on top of that, which will come back to haunt me a little bit. But I do see that there's like a little propeller over there, and I think, oh, it'll be pretty easy to get myself under there so I can get momentum. I accidentally grabbed the timer here. Look, there's absolutely no reason for me to do this, but just because I want to do it, I end up losing like an entire like minute or two. And I think to myself, it will be faster if I just kill myself, right? You know, sort of. Oh yeah, my idea there was to try to get under that fan as well. And I thought maybe it didn't work the first time, but I think I figured it out pretty quickly that this was not a trick that was going to work. So I moved on and just did it the normal way. Like I lost like probably like 45 minutes just from trying to do tricks that weren't even going to save me time at this point, nor did I even have to do them. I complete the level a lot slower than I probably could have. And now we're on the final level. In this case, I do actually refer back to the speedrun this time. Not because I have to, I could just do it normally, but just for fun. Just to see what I could do to potentially skip the level. And again, another momentum glitch, the same thing. This time it's like a fan pushing towards you, which is kind of interesting, but it still works the same. And you're cutting through a pretty massive chunk, almost the entire level, really. So this is a pretty substantial skip to achieve in maybe a normal run. So I wanted to learn how to do it. So again, this takes me a few tries, but I do eventually get it. I did overshoot it a little bit, but with a little double jump, I recorrected it. I also clicked on the bottom right half of my screen, which brought up the news, which was fantastic. But I was also close to the end of the run, so I knew that I just had to focus and continue moving on. Eventually did get rid of it though, so it wouldn't ruin our final shot here. And I finished the game with a 4149.92. So, that's it. If you stuck around this long, I love you. Anyway, subscribe and like the vid if you like the idea, or want to see more speedruns. Till next time.